Good morning. How are you? Glad that you can make it here today. My name is Nelson. I'll be your MC for today. And let's all rise to begin our church by singing holy song, Shining Fatherland. Let's wait for the TV.
Sunlight beaming forth in the east from the fatherland, bringing tidings of a new world to families in the field. Let us hasten to send the news all throughout the world. Eden's glory spreading forever, the hope of joy and peace. Dawn, golden dawn throughout the shining fatherland, tells the tidings of the rising sun that brings us life. Harvest quickly, men of the fields hasten to harvest now. Crops are ripened and ready to bring into the heavenly barn. Saints and angels and heavenly hosts gather to speed the dance. All will share the harvest of joy at the banquet of our Lord. Dawn, golden dawn throughout the shining fatherland, tells the tidings of the rising sun that brings us life. When the woes of 6,000 years are gone from the Father's heart, sons and daughters shall live with great joy, our true parents' own. Saints and sages and men of good faith, all waited for this day. Loyal men of hope and fidelity yearn to see this day. Dawn, golden dawn throughout the shining fatherland, tells the tidings of the rising sun that brings us life. Dawn, golden dawn throughout the shining fatherland, tells the tidings of the rising sun that brings us life. Dawn, golden dawn throughout the shining fatherland, tells the tidings of the rising sun that brings us life.
Thank you. Can you feel that the shining fatherland is in Korea? We watched the video about our fatherland this weekend, right? Thank you for singing. I'd like to invite our brother Miyagi-san to say the opening prayer. Please remain standing if you can.
Join your prayer. Morning. Our lovely Heavenly Parents and true parents, good morning, Heavenly Parents. We are so grateful coming this church Sunday service with us. Such a beautiful spring morning. Heavenly Parents, the sunlight is getting warmer and the smells, the flowers and the breeze and makes so close to you, Heavenly Parents. So 60 years, 65 years, the spring, the true parents became true parents at the holy wedding, opened the gate of a new chapter of the celebration. Heavenly Parents, and now we receiving watch and witness and the Holy Chowongun Sanctuary entering ceremony yesterday. And then this is a really great new chapter is opening within the spring, Heavenly Parents. So Heavenly Parents, thank you so much this morning. And we together with the brothers and sisters and still some brothers and sisters in Korea, we like to really reflect on ourselves and with the brothers and sisters here, and how much we receive in the blessing, and how important it is time is this era, Heavenly Parents. Please guide each one of us with an open heart, and I offer this prayer in my name, Masaki Miyagi Blessed Church family, with all the gratitude and attending Holy Mother Ham. Aju.
Thank you, Miyagi-san. How are you? All right. So how about you turn around and say how was your week and how's your day, and then greet everybody. Yeah, a little bit. Yeah. Yes. Okay. Thank you very much. Okay, we'll have plenty of time to talk later on. Yes. Thank you. Yes. All right. Okay. For those who are online, nice to see you also. And for those who brothers and sisters in Korea, if you watch this, we miss you. Okay. Ray McCready, our regular MC, always asks for testimony about last week, what's going on, inspiration. Later, we'll have basically no sermon, but we'll have discussion about what we watched this weekend. But right now, I think if anyone has testimony that you want to share, what happened last week, or even the future that make everyone be inspired as well. Do you have anything? Or okay, Mr. Mike Lancy. Yes.
Morning. I was inspired by a couple things. Of course, on Friday, seeing the mother in Korea and the ceremony and all the inspired young people being blessed, that was exciting. And then Saturday morning I had breakfast with some brothers, and they've been meeting for quite a long time, and it's the first time that I've been meeting with them. So I felt God's love. I love the small group meeting, and so I encourage you to find someone to have breakfast with regularly, and it's important that we know each other, and that and that's a way for us to understand more, and so we can know God better too, I think. So.
Thank you, Mr. Lancy. Yeah, according to the Genesis chapter 1, verse 28, if you study that, you can actually see God. No, actually, this is a male and female. Genesis chapter 3, verse, I forgot, chapter 1. Oh, I forgot. God created, in his image, male and female he created. Genesis 1, 27. No. Oh my God, 3:17. Who knows better? I keep giving a presentation, but I forgot about this for some reason. Anyway, my point is that according to even the Old Testament, you can see God through human being. So as Mr. Lancy said, it's good to meet with somebody. And if you want to see God, well, look at your spouse maybe, and brothers and sisters, or your friends. I hope I'm that kind of person that when my wife look at me, she can see God. I hope not the devil. Yeah. So thank you again. So I was looking for a video from the internet. If there are any recordings from this weekend, the entrance ceremony, the blessing, but there's none yet. Because today, there will be no sermon. I will not be giving any sermon. Um, but we will have a discussion and sharings about this very historic event. As you may know, to parents, to mother, really spend so much efforts for this heavenly temple to be entered, or for God, the heavenly parents, to enter the heavenly temple, and also the blessing as well. So today we would like to discuss together, if possible by group, and then just share your heart about your reflections and testimonies, and about what we just experienced this weekend. So I was looking for a video, but I could find President Demian Dunkley's video a week before. It's 14 minutes video. He was trying to invite brothers and sisters to really support the efforts of our mother in Korea. So Elijah, please show the video. Please watch. It's like 14 minutes, and then after that we'll have a discussion. I will be moderating. Thank you.
Hello, dear family. Demian here, outside the beautiful Cheonmonggung, where many of us are excitedly preparing to come in just less than 2 weeks, the entrance ceremony, this universal temple of prayer, a universal temple of peace, a milestone in God's providence, and an opportunity to invite Heavenly Parent back home substantially. We not may fully understand the depth of the meaning that Mother sees and why Mother's doing this, but we're united with Mother, knowing that when we unite with Mother, miracles will happen. Personally, I'm excited by the concept that however many actual thousands of years ago the fall took place, so 6,000 biblical years maybe, but that was not just Adam and Eve being kicked out of the garden, but we too kicked God out of the garden. And that's how I understand this time in the providence. Centering on the victory and foundation of true parents, and centering on the substantial fulfillment of Mother's work at this phase of the providence. Mother's telling us that we're inviting God back home to the garden. And Mother's inviting everyone else, all humanity, back home, back home. So this is an incredible time. We're less than 2 weeks away, and the whole world has been scrambling for years now to bring an offering, to be ready for this moment. I don't know how ready we really all are, either as individuals, as families, as communities. But I tell you this, what's in my heart when I see America, I've been here for a couple of weeks, and when I look at America and all that we've been doing, all the work you've been doing, it brings me to tears. And I've tried to record this message now so many times because I'm so moved at what you've been able to accomplish. This is on the foundation of true parent sacrifice. Everything that father sacrificed for, mother sacrificed for, everything that the elders and the families sacrificed for. And frankly, all the religious people throughout human history that prayed for this time, many died for this time, had to go through unreasonable challenges and painful experiences. For whatever reason, those conditions offered as a means to be able to invite God back home. Not just for us to receive the blessing and go off into the hills and build our happy family, but what about God? Where is God's home? This is God's home. I mean, God can live everywhere, but isn't it right that God would have a dignified seat? So I'm really looking forward to hearing your testimonies when you walk in to this temple and you see what Mother built for God and what Mother built for you. So welcome home, everyone. This is an exciting time. And what an incredible job you've done in America. Thank you so much. We've grown to almost 1,200 new members joining. Maybe by the time the entrance ceremony starts, we will have reached 1,200 new members. We're almost there. We exceeded our goal. Also, the Chomwongung love offering. For this foundation, we set a pretty high goal, and we didn't just reach it, we went beyond it. Thank you so much for everyone that contributed, and if you still want to contribute, you can. Thank you so much. And also, you know, the blessing is so important, and we're bringing so many beautiful young couples and ministers to the blessing again this year. And we're working as hard and fast as we can in the American movement to simplify the systems and processes, and also to increase the support for pastors, for families, for parents, for our youth. And we've also got to take care of all these beautiful young new members that joined. So we want to bring them to the blessing, right? So we're really going to be focusing on this moving forward. So I'm just saying thank you. Thank you for an incredible offering. I'm proud to be an American. I think all of us should be proud to be a part of the American movement, because the American movement is moving again. And if the American movement can move, the worldwide movement surely can't just stand by. And they're not. There's great things happening all over the world. But I got to tell you, as I stand here, I've been here in Korea for a couple of weeks. And when I look at America, I can see there's something new happening. And it's having a ripple effect. So thank you for being a part of making that happen. It's an amazing, amazing time. So thank you so much. Great job. And also I want to give a big shout out to all of the members and friends who got out there to do this petition drive for religious freedom in Japan. It's been a couple of years. The Japanese movement has been suffering under the persecution of the government. I know a lot of people have all kinds of concepts about this, but let me tell you, if you study as I've been studying, you'll know that this is absolutely evil what's happening. And it's not the Japanese people or the entire Japanese government, but the certain people working this thing into a frenzy and completely unjust. This persecution against our church is completely unjust. And we're not doing this petition for our church. No, we're doing it for religious freedom, for any faith. In Japan, there's already 3, 4, maybe 5 countries that have cited Japan as a case study to justify religious control and persecution in their own land, because Japan is a blessed and respected democracy. If Japan can do it, other people can do it too. So this is an issue, and this is definitely something that America, it's correct to stand up for. And we have. Our first threshold was a goal of 20,000, and we reached it, and we passed that petition on. And then we let the petition stay open, and it kept creeping up. But about a couple of weeks ago, we realized that we need to hit a new threshold to support the work that we're doing behind the scenes, right? With very powerful people to help support the situation in Japan. And we set the goal of 100,000. And we had very little time to reach it. But guess what? We broke through. We broke through just hours ago, and now we're already at 105,000. Maybe by the time you're watching this video, maybe more. But we've already reached our goal. Even there, on top of all the other things we're doing, we had this extra campaign on top. And I was so moved, so excited to see the videos and the photographs and the testimonies of all the members out there, at all different time zones, going to the schools, the churches, the parks, the streets, the shopping malls, to meet Americans who believe in freedom, believe in religious freedom especially, and sign the petition alongside us. Thank you so much for everybody that participated. And I want to share a couple of points with you. Recently, Reverend Tanaka and the leadership of Japan let me know how moved they are that America, stepped up to try and offer some more love for the providence of the Chomwongung. They said thank you. I mean, of course, compared to how much Japan has given, it may not be that big, but their appreciation was as if it was equal to that, you know. So I wanted to pass that on to you. And for many of you who feel sorry for the predicament of the church in Japan and what they've been going through, know this, that if America stands up, if the elder son nation really stands up, the mother doesn't need to work so hard. The mother doesn't need to suffer so much. It's the same in our families, right? Young men, like when, you know, if you choose to help out mom and dad, if you choose to step up and help the younger siblings, they're not going to say no, right? The parents are not going to say no. They're going to feel so proud of you. So in this same sense, you know, how many times did we hear from true father and true mother, the elder son nation's incredible blessing and responsibility? And so I think especially in these two ways, Japan feels really grateful, both for what we've done to you know, commit to a bigger love offering for the Chonmongung, but also to stand up. Because for 2 years they've been persecuted, beaten down, and silenced, and they're afraid to speak up. And so now us standing up, not just, I mean, there's a lot of leaders been working on this behind the scenes. I think you know that. But how exciting for us as members, every man, woman, and child able to get out there and get the petition drive going. That's exciting, and it's substantial, and it's working. It's working. It's having an effect. I tell you. I can't tell you all the details, but I tell you, it's having an incredible effect. So thank you to all of you that participated in the petition drive. And I'm giving you this thank you from Japan, too. I was just there a few days ago. I was able to meet with Reverend Tanaka. And again, he shared and conveyed his gratitude on behalf of the Japanese movement to America. Doesn't that feel good that we can do something for them? You know, we often think about Japan as the church that's given so much in terms of donations, but it's given much more than that. There are Japanese members in every church, in every country, wherever I've been in our movement around the world. And I was thinking about it this morning. It may just be that it's the Japanese mothers who have given birth to more blessed children than any other group in our church. Do you think about it? So God bless Japan. These are a people who might be considered the least likely to leave their beautiful island. Everything works very well there. It's a really beautiful country. Everything's really efficient. The crime is so low. It's safe. It's great. It's advanced. They're beautiful people. And they're by nature probably the least likely to want to go and move all over the world, right? South America, Central America, America, North America, Africa, Europe, all parts of the world. You'll find Japanese members bearing blessed children with foreign husbands in foreign languages. Many of our mothers don't even fully know how to communicate to their children if the children haven't learned Japanese. What an incredible offering from these people. I think we're excited about Japan. We're proud of Japan. And in these little ways showing up, I'm telling you, America really moves the heart of the mother nation. I know we're all supposed to be praying for what? The entrance ceremony. We're supposed to be praying for the unification of Korea and all this. Yes. But isn't it interesting that Mother asked the entire movement to pray for America the last 40 days, to pray for America leading up to this time? Yeah, we're praying for Mother's health. Yes, we're praying for all these big events. But Mother said, look, what I really want everybody to pray about is for America to be able to fulfill its responsibility. But how can we pray for the president or pray for the White House to fulfill its responsibility unless we feel like we are also doing it? But we are. We are in so many ways. In so many ways, we've done great things. And I just feel full of gratitude and pride in our American movement. So I want to say thank you. But I also want to say thank you, pass that thank you on from Reverend Tanaka and the family members in Japan. They're really grateful. We're showing up in substance in every way, and it matters. It's making an impact. So please, keep up the fight. We're fighting for religious freedom. We're fighting to protect the sovereignty and sanctity of inviting God and God's people back to the garden, not for our sake, not even just for God's sake, but for all of humanity's sake. It's a beautiful time to be alive, a beautiful providence to be a part of, and I'm proud to be a part of the team. Thank you so much to our leaders, to our members of all ages, in all states. You've done an incredible, incredible job. So keep it going and let's get excited. Less than 2 weeks, we've got the entrance ceremony. I'm looking forward to seeing you here. And for those of you coming here, you know, keep in mind to meet some new friends from the family from around the world. Maybe take some families out for coffee or some kids out for ice cream. Let's spread the love, spread the joy, spread the courage, and spread the creative freedom and unity that America has, because when we're united, our creativity is unleashed. When we're united, our outspoken nature to really stand up and say what really needs to be said can be unleashed. Guys, this is not a time to look back. This is no longer a time to go back and cry over the past. We now need to go forward. Mother's been asking us to clear the tanks and be ready for a new era. It's exciting, and I'm really grateful to be a part of it with you. Thank you, America. God bless you. God bless America. God bless Chon Il-guk, and God bless the accomplishment of God's providence in this time, centering on Holy Mother Han. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thank you, Reverend Dunkley.
Hello.
Wow, that was amazing. I'm glad that I didn't prepare a sermon, otherwise I would not be able to complete the presentation. So what do you think of his sharing his testimony? It was great, right? So I prepared 2 items for discussions. And I think we can have 15 minutes of discussion. Please go to your preferred groups. And then, okay, let's wait for the topics. All right, one is, how do you personally relate to the entrance ceremony of the Chon Won-gong Chon El Sanctum? And my rough definition of Chon Won-gong Chon El Sanctum is the eternal temple for the Heavenly Parent. I saw this somewhere on the internet. I think some maybe Europe website, but I'm not sure if this is the official translation of Chon Won-gong Chon El Sanctum. Number 2 is, please share your personal reflections on the other events, such as the 65th wedding anniversary of True Parents, the Cosmic Blessing Ceremony, and the Sunhak Peace Prize, if you watch it. And then if you want to add a third items or more from Reverend Dunkley's presentation about religious freedom, please feel free. And we'll be back around, let's say, 11:45, and maybe I'll ask 1 or 2 people to come up and share their reflections as well. Okay, please feel free, comfortable, find your group. 1, 2, 3 groups maybe. Okay, we'll be back soon. Yeah, thank you. All right, thank you very much for the discussion. If you can return to your seat now. Okay, let's wrap it up. Right. How are you, Techi? How are you? So it looks like we had a great discussion. Do we have a couple of people to share well, you have been discussing and from your group? Do you have anybody? How about, there was a group here. Was it? You want to say something, Mr. David Rogers? Okay, all right.
Good morning, everybody. I think the reason that True Parents always encourage small group meetings is you have a chance to really listen. And I really deeply appreciate listening to Lancey family, Mike and Sue, about their experiences with True Father and True Mother. So I think as long as we really share stories a lot amongst ourselves, it will give us the strength to be able to do such a thing as create a new church here, a church that many people can come to. But it starts internally with our own hearts here, because just what came from Korea is a very artistic thing. So we have good models to follow, but to share our hearts with each other.
Thank you. Let's give David Rogers a round of applause. Yeah. Yeah. We've been in our church community for how many years now? And do we really know each other so much? Of course we know each other, but how much do we know? We can only know that when we have really a sharing, just like what Mike Lancey was saying, coffee and going out and eat together. We should do that often, huh? Yeah. Anyone from this group or that group maybe? Going once, twice. Scott? Look at Scott there. All right.
Yeah. Right there. And I hold it this way, I've been told. Right? Anyway, it was just, all in all, it was just inspiring to watch. On Saturdays, there's adult special needs bowling group at a bowling alley just down the street from our house. And so Taichi's known some of these kids when they went to school together. And the oldest one is actually 42 years old. But anyway, I get a chance to, while they're bowling, I get to sit and talk to the parents, which now we're all pretty much elderly, and they pretty much come from religious backgrounds. That's why they have Down syndrome children. So it's interesting. One very devout husband and wife, they came out of the Church of Christ. And and Taichi was invited to a birthday party recently for their son a few days before. So I'm kind of getting to know these people more. And her husband knew much more about our church than she did. But I bring my laptop, and I was showing her scenes of Champyong and the stadium and all of this, and she's like blown away. Showed her the area where the parrots are and the animals and just different things, and it's anyway just really blows people away. So anyway, we're talking, getting to know each other, talking a little bit of theology, but I also inform them about the persecution of our church in Japan. And you may not know this, I'm sure the Japanese do, but the main group that's been kidnapping and persecuting our church has been the United Church of Christ, or UCCJ, United Church of Christ Japan. So this is Church of Christ, and they're a breakaway from United Church of Christ, which are Congregationalists. So anyway, that's all this
they came from the original origin. But these people, of course, knew nothing about what was going on in Japan. And the United Church, these are Church of Christ. The United Church of Christ in America are extremely left-wing, extremely left-wing. And this is a more traditional conservative group. So anyway, just some story there.
All right, thank you, Scott. Let's give him a round of applause for our appreciation for sharing. She did talk a lot about the entrance ceremony and the Sunhak Prize award during our discussion, but that was just a bonus that he was sharing it with us today. Anyone else wants to share? Okay. All right, thank you again for discussing. I hope that you express your reflection, testimony, express your heart in appreciation with the events that we had attended. It was really great for me. During the blessing by true parents, the special grace ceremony, we had to receive the prayer from True Mother during the blessing because that was part of the special grace ceremony. I did feel something. Me and my wife, we attended we all watched, we were here, right? And then we held our hands together, and when True Mother was giving the prayer, I feel like we went through the blessing again. The blessing show. I feel like we went through the blessing ceremony again. So I guess the special grace ceremony was some sort of a rebirth or something. Special grace is like a forgiveness of our sins and whatever mistakes that we had. So for some reason, I feel like I was blessed when when True Mother was praying for the blessing, newly blessed couples. Yeah, that was at least my testimony. Thank you again. And now it's time for the announcements. So as usual, thank you very much for all your donations. And Elijah, if you can put up. So Venmo, and then if you still remember how to write the check, you can write the check. And cash. Who brings cash this time? Maybe some of you bring cash. So without your support, we will not be able to function as a church, at least externally, right? We have to pay for the electric bills, and we have to give honorarium or support a little bit of allowance to our staff members and youth group and that sort of thing. So whatever you give really is very helpful for our province. The next one is please continue to join our Chanchin One. It's just right there. Chanchin One prayers. And if you look at my weekly update, you can see the schedule of our prayers. And according to True Mother, if you have any issues in your life, you have some questions, get into the Chanchin One and pray hard. And God will tell you. I still have to discover that, but I'm trying to. Yeah, no, basically, it's a very holy place, I feel. And then the third one is next week we have an egg hunt, Easter egg hunt. Okay, so if you have grandchildren or children, 0 to 2 year old, it starts at noon, 12 o'clock. Ages from 3 to 5 years old, 12:15. And ages from 6 to 9 is 12:30. And age 10 years and up, that's probably including us, right? 10 years and up. Stay longer so that we can join the Easter egg hunt. Please come, and not just that, because we will have the youth and young adult Sunday service, and then Corey Faris is going to give the service. So it will be exciting, and many youth are coming, and we'll see each other again. All right, I guess that's it. And please continue for praying for Pastor Royce and her family. They're still in Korea. I think they're coming back on the 16th. And then we have Onis and Lisa, who received the blessing. Miyuki and Josh. Yeah, that's why Mrs. Grandstam is in Korea, right? And Mikey and Paige. So those guys were our band members, so they're not here. So that's why we don't have a band this time. So they are blessed already. It's amazing, right? And of course, from many other churches, local churches also, they went over there, and we actually saw them from the video. Thank you again. Please all rise for a closing song. Elijah.
Marching to the blessed land of Canaan with delight, we're leaving all our heavy burdens here. At last we are released and free from being slaves to sin. We're coming to the blessed spring of life. Coming to the spring where living water flows. In glory we'll be living evermore. Going to the land where freely flows the spring. In glory we'll be living evermore. Oh, guide us with your pillars, Lord of fire and of cloud. Oh, give us paths to follow with our lives. The moment that we cross the Jordan River is at hand. We're coming to the blessed spring of life. Coming to the spring where living water flows. In glory we'll be living evermore. Going to the land where freely flows the spring. In glory we'll be living evermore. Our thirsting hearts receive with joy the manna from above. Your precious blue will always be our strength. So if the future finds us lacking, we will not despair. We're coming to the blessed spring of life. Coming to the spring where living water flows. In glory we'll be living evermore. Going to the land where freely flows the spring. In glory we'll be living evermore. Coming to the spring where living water flows. In glory we'll be living evermore. Going to the land where freely flows the spring. In glory we'll be living evermore. In glory we'll be living evermore. In glory we'll be living evermore.
All right, by the spring of life, are you ready to march to the spring of life? Yes. Please join me in prayer to close. Our just loving Heavenly Parents, we are so grateful that we can come here together because we want to start this week with you, Heavenly Parents. And for all these brothers and sisters who cannot make it here, we'd like to join them together. We were happy and glad and blessed that we were able to discuss discuss together and share our hearts about the events that we just took place, which were taking place in Korea, and we're so happy to see each other, Heavenly Parents. So we'd like to close our Sunday service today. We'd like to offer this service to you, and I pray that our services will continue for this week. Please bless this week. Bless those brothers and sisters who are struggling, whatever struggles that they have, such as perhaps struggle with health, relationship, finances, and many other things, Heavenly Parents. I pray that we can join together and support each other and really overcome those challenges that we're facing this week, Heavenly Parents. We pray for the safety and blessing of our true parents, especially our true mother. We pray together for her victory, and we hope that she can always take a good rest and go to sleep nicely and victoriously, Heavenly Parents, every time she goes to bed, because she's already getting older, Heavenly Parents, and we really pray that as children we can support her at least artistically and spiritually, Heavenly Parents. We're so grateful for everything that you have done to us and the things that you were able us to do. Bless our food that we're about to receive as well, and I pray that we can continue our fellowship downstairs, Heavenly Parents. I thank you for everything. In attending our Holy Mother Hand, I pray this with gratitude in my name, Nelson Mira, together with brothers and sisters here. Blessed family. Adieu. All right, thank you. See you next week. Bye. Thank you. Lance downstairs.